Welcome, I am Emir, and let's look back in hindsight. Join me in my yearly House of Mouse video. In 2020, I talked about my top 10 Disney songs. In 2021, I went on a deep dive into Disney Channel Asia's Legends of the Ring of Fire. Today, in 2022, I am going to talk about the forgotten Disney Channel cartoons of the 2000s, or Disney Channel original series, not the live-action ones. These cartoons, aka the ones that Saber Spark called meh. Well, he has a point. Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, people easily remember the cartoons on those networks from that time. Disney Channel, people only remember two, Kim Possible and Phineas and Ferb. At least those are the ones with memes. Or memes. I'm not one of those people. Oh, I remember these shows very well. I grew up with them. I saw them during their original run, and I'm looking back on them today. But this will have to be a multi-parter. I doubt anyone would watch a 20-minute video, let alone 10. First, I really don't understand everyone saying that Lilo and Stitch was underrated and underappreciated during its time. I'm not saying it's bad. It's Disney's best. Or at least one of the best. But, considering the Renaissance was over, Lilo and Stitch did well. Case in point, they expanded Lilo and Stitch cinematic universe. Stitch is experiment 626. So, what happened to the other 625 experiments? His cousins. Cousins, as allegedly everyone calls everyone else in Hawaii. Citation needed. I don't know why Stitch felt this way, feeling left out, when the whole point of the first movie was, quote, "This is my family. I found it all on my own. It's little and broken, but still good. Yeah, still good." Unquote. I can pull off a Stitch accent. Lilo and Stitch the series is admittedly a Pokemon clone. I mean the pods, the designs. But then again, as I keep saying, nothing is original. Nothing comes from nothing. Check out my fair use videos. That's why I don't understand why the executive producer or one of the producers of the show declined to read any story ideas. At the very least, ideas are not protected by copyright, only the expression. The show is consistent with the movie. Nani, the older sister, still has to make ends meet. But she's not facing any threats of having Lilo taken out of her care. Cobra Bubbles does not figure much in the show. As a kid, I related to Lilo and Stitch. I always wanted to have fun, to be carefree. As an adult, I relate to Nani. She has to pay the bills, including the damages by Lilo and Stitch as they chase experiments around Kauai, or Kokawa Town. Stitch may be good now, but he still tends to make a mess. Expensive mess. Kind of a SpongeBob Squidward situation. I really don't know why I wrote that in the script. I'll have to check my notes. And Bleakley is still fascinated with Earth life and with being feminine. Disney was ahead of its time in breaking gender stereotypes. Or was Bleakley just supposed to be a joke? The series has an amazing continuity with the original movie. Except for Gantu's and Jumba's sizes, they seem to be much bigger in the first movie. And there is a clear timeline to the episodes. This is not just in medias res. This is not just everything is limited to just one episode, with continuity being a joke. Too bad the network aired the episodes out of sync. Each episode follows the same format. Lilo and Stitch find an experiment, or they chase one from Gantu. Lilo or Stitch, or Lilo and Stitch. Sometimes it's just one of them for reasons of plot. They do something with the experiment. Something bad happens. They have to fix it. And then they learn their lesson. At least for the first season. By the second season, the plot becomes more varied. Or as I'd like to call it, wackadoo. Lilo and Stitch are not the only ones to have to learn their lesson. There's Nani, and even Myrtle. You know, the bully. But you can tell by the last episodes that they were running out of ideas. When you have to make 2 episodes just to fill the 22-minute runtime, well, that's not a good sign. So, I'm not really bummed that the show ended with the magical 65 episode number. Hey, better that than jump the shark, right? Besides, it got a finale movie. Everyone remembers Lilo and Stitch the series for one thing, and only one thing. The crossovers. These are cool to watch. Then, and now. Name a more iconic duo, or trio, or universe. I'll wait. But the entire show, not just the crossovers, deserve a second look. I enjoyed watching them again. Morals-wise, it's not too in your face, unlike what I feared. The stories are solid. I like seeing the expanded Lilo and Stitch universe. True, the animation got a downgrade. Everything seems washed out, and sometimes greenish yellow. But the watercolor is still decent. It can get worse. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And the conclusion is satisfactory. Leroy and Stitch is a nice swan song. A goodbye to the Ohana we grew to love. You know, disregarding the lame English dub of the Stitch anime, where Lilo chooses her boyfriend over Stitch. Give me a break. Please subscribe and ring the bell to be instantly notified of the next episode of this mini-series. Please like and share this video across social media. Please comment on the YouTube page of this video. Let me know what you thought of the show. Watch other Balik Tanaw / in Hindsight videos. Support the show on PayPal, Patreon, or on Brave Rewards on Brave Browser. Thanks to my sibling G-G Arts for the microphone I used for this video and for my avatar. Check out her work by clicking the links on the description. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.